From Upper Michigan Source, this is your Friday Night Fever on demand for September 20th. I'm Mike Ludlum. The Westwood Ishpeming High School football rivalry has been dominated by the Hematites this century. In fact, the only time the Patriots defeated Ishpeming was by forfeit 2 seasons ago. Westwood coach Scott Sergila did not get to defeat former Ishpeming bench boss Jeff Olson. George Nemi is the new Hematites coach, and the Patriots were ready to put on a show at the Ishpeming playgrounds. Let's pick this one up in quarter number 2, Westwood with an 8-0 lead. Patriots quarterback Taylor Delangelo takes the snap. Great block from Garrett Mann. It's 20 yards later, he's in the end zone. 2-point conversion good, and Westwood's up 16-0. Next Ishpeming possession, John Corkin gets turned back by sophomore linebacker Travis Sharon for a minimal gain. Ishpeming lost a fumble a couple plays later, but Westwood could not capitalize. 16-0 Patriots at the half to the third. Ishpeming stuck in a 3rd and 15. Corkin for Ben Pruitt. No! Intercepted by Eric Anderson. And it didn't take long for the Patriots to cash in. Delangelo looking for Anderson, and he finds him all alone. 48 yards for the touchdown. Another successful 2-point conversion gave the red, white, and blue a 24-0 advantage just a couple minutes into the third. Patriots defense again stingy. Delangelo had 2 picks on the night. That led to a 4th touchdown. And Westwood sails past Ishpeming 38-0 for its first on-field win over the Hematites this century. Meanwhile, Great Northern Conference, how about Marquette and Escanaba at Escanaba's homecoming? Brady Wright of Marquette with a punishing run deep into Escanaba's territory. That would lead to a Drew Weibel 26-yard field goal. Marquette leads 10-0. Previously, Austin Riddle hit Drew Weibel with a touchdown pass. Escanaba bounces back, an interception by Tyler Lawson, his 2nd pick of the game. And as you can see, he gets a decent chunk of yardage on the return. Final minute of the first half, getting a bit darker, although you might not be able to tell. Quarterback Ethan Silverstone to Josh Brunchen's touchdown. Redmond lead 10-7 at the half, and then that's when the major transformer blew. Stadium lights would not work. Homecoming court in the dark. They'll try this game again Saturday morning at 11 o'clock. Try and finish this one. Over to Gladstone, not too far away, where the Kingsford Flippers came a-calling to check on the Gladstone Braves. First quarter action, Tyler Kopp turns and spins into the end zone, and a 6-0 lead for the maize and blue. Next for Gladstone, quarterback Drake Forrest rolling out. He's looking for Zach Hansen. He will find Zach Hansen for the big gainer. Unfortunately, the drive would stall. Move to the second quarter. Flivers defense getting it done. Ben Rumpf, harumph, he says on that sack. Kingsford scores a couple touchdowns in the second half to win this one, 20-7. Over in Iron Mountain, the Mountaineers taking on the Norway Knights. 7 minutes into the contest, Bryce Pietrantonio gets the handoff and scores from a short distance, and the Mountaineers are off and running. Not too much later, Marcus Johnson looking for Dante Bassanis, and he would make the catch in the end zone, 13-0 black and gold. Second quarter, Mountaineers continue to put on the pressure, and Caleb Avasovich Hines in the end zone. Iron Mountain is still doing pretty well. There's the 2-pointer from Johnson to Colin Vicentator to make it 21-0. Knights trying to get something going, but the pigskin would get loose, and the Mountaineers would be able to recover it. Then Johnson dancing around in the pocket, dun, 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 and he finds a wide open Bassanis for another score. And Iron Mountain just rolling in this contest. Knights try to come back, but the Mountaineers, Colin Vicentator would intercept it and run it back. Getting a couple of tackles, he gets the edge here for the touchdown, and Iron Mountain cruises to its 4th straight victory, 39-0. To the scoreboard, where the Negaunee Miners eke out a 2-point win at Manistee, 24-22, and Lance defeated Munising, 42-17, and Barker Harris over the Eagle Gibbik Miners, 16-14. Oh, the weather has been, well, not frightful by any means, but it hasn't been a whole lot of fun in some cases either this week. Fog all over the place, and that included Agassiz Field, where Calumet took on West Iron County. And yep, I think the cheerleaders agree. Not exactly great distance you can see. First quarter, Calumet QB Scott Locust to Dean Locust. Caught up in defenders and short of the end zone. So we go to the second quarter, and Calumet will find the end zone. Dryden Nelson runs over a couple people, and a little rude awakening there, but it's 6-0 Calumet. Under a minute to go in the half, Scott Locust to Peter Larson. Ooh, not quite. Well, they'll try, if not by pass, by run. And here comes Mr. Nelson right into your living room. And yes, he gets into the end zone. 2-point conversion good. 14-0 at the half. Hey, it was your final also, 14-0. To Gwinn, where the Model Towners are taking on the Hancock Bulldogs. Gwinn already up 6-0. Quarterback Caleb Anderson looking for Toquan Starnes, and he's going to have a bunch of green grass in front of him. That turns out to be a touchdown and a 12-0 lead for the Model Towners. In the second quarter, we continue, and Gwinn driving again. Anderson's pass to the far side is picked off by Austin Solani, also known as now reverse skate. Those hockey players know what to do when they have to go in the other direction. He adjusts his helmet, and he'll end up going 90 yards for the score. And Hancock's on the board, trailing 12-7. Move to half number 2. Colton Solani looking for Connor LeClaire. And he'll make the catch, get away from a defender, and lots of room to run from there. Hancock with a 14-12 lead. They go on to win this one 27-12. To the scoreboard, we're in overtime where the action finally started. Sault Ste. Marie beat Petoskey 8-7. Johannesburg Lewiston rolls over St. Ignace 42-0. And over in Wisconsin, a rough night for the Hurley North Stars as the Edgar Wildcats win 42-0. 8-player football, Forest Park, homecoming against Newberry. Trojans' first drive, Mason Rintala will get this one just inside the 5-yard line. And he would take it in on the next play. Conversion good on the 2-point, so it's 8-0 Forest Park. Then C.J. Post, right up the gut for another score. That one made it 32-0. Newberry was knocking on the door in the next possession, but Connor Rintamaki gets hit from behind and fumbles the football, and the Trojans are able to recover. Then Tommy Peltema will find C.J. Post, and he'll get in for the touchdown just before the half. Forest Park cruises to the victory 58-14. Also an 8-player. Let's go to Rapid River where the Rockets were taking on Cedarville. Here comes the Trojans' Grant Fountain breaking through the line, and he coasts into the end zone, 6-0 Cedarville. However, Rapid River strikes. Bryce Lundquist, Parker Dawsey. He'll keep running into the end zone. 2-point good for the Rockets, 8-6. Rockets recover the kickoff, and that would lead to success as Lundquist will burrow in 16-6 Rapid River. However, here comes Cedarville again. We're still in the first quarter, by the way, because this is 8-player football. Grant Fountain touchdown. This game eventually went into double overtime before Rapid River emerged with the win, 66-58. On the scoreboard here, North Central coasts past Ontonagon 71-0, and the Brimley Bays are still undefeated, getting 38 points to Rudyard's 14. The NMU football team wants to get back over the 500 mark on Saturday with a homecoming victory over Davenport. The Panthers went from 1 win in 2017, their first season in the GLIAC, to 6 wins last year. Wildcats head coach Kyle Nystrom is concerned because he knows a team in its third year is much better than a team in its first season.
They had a nice winning season last year, and they were really a strong defensive unit. AJ, his son, is the DC, and they do a nice job with the defense there. They ratcheted up pretty good. They got the quarterback back. He's a nice kid. He had a wrist break on him last year, but now he's back, and he's running the show on offense for him. Good wideouts. We got Courtier from Allendale still their main gun.
Kickoff from the Superior Dome Saturday is 1 o'clock. Michigan Tech travels to Saginaw Valley State, also with a 1 p.m. kickoff. And Finlandia is home to meet Concordia Chicago at 1300 hours, if you like military time. To the scoreboard in volleyball, Olivia Gormley has 19 kills, Macaulay Peterson 18 as Michigan Tech defeats Davenport 3-1. NMU wins a nail-biter over Grand Valley State 3-2 and 15-13 in the fifth set. Lizzie Stark had 19 kills for the Wildcats. 3 others were in double figures. Ferris State is pretty good still, and Lake Superior State found out the hard way, 3-0. High school volleyball, Jeffers turns back Chassell 3-1. Lily Turner and Brenna Hill led the teams with 11 kills. And in men's soccer on the GLIAC, NMU gets all 3 goals from Luca Lippert, the final one in the 97th minute. NMU takes care of Purdue Northwest 3-2.